Hey folks, for last night I wanted to check out what the snow conditions were like. I looked at the forecast and there's no snow in the forecast anymore. It just completely vanished. It's like, huh? So I looked at the radar and well, it's out there, but it's all going to our south. It all passed us. Thinking, well, okay then. Still getting cold, but we're just not getting the snow. So I went to bed last night and I got very little sleep. I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep. So once daylight started showing up, I looked outside and we had a slight dusting on the ground. That was about it, just a dusting. And today, there's nothing on the ground, but there are snowflakes flying in the air. You can see on radar, it's just light stuff, nothing major or anything. But there are snowflakes flying. So I gotta go out shopping today. I gotta go shopping for everybody but me. I can't do anything because I'm gonna be stuffed up here anyways. I'm not gonna have room for anything that I want. So I gotta go to the post office first. I haven't got any kind of notification from Amazon or the post office, so I'm only expecting one thing, and that's a new sound system for my computer. Hopefully it won't be there, because like I said, I'm going there first, and I don't want to leave it on the scooter when I'm not with the scooter. But if it is there, I'm gonna have to bring it home first before I go shopping. But like I say, no notifications, so I don't think anything's there. I guess that's it. When I get back, I'm going to reveal something about myself. Not a deep, dark secret, it's just something I haven't talked about. So, I'll get this cold tour done. It's cold. Even the wind, it feels like a winter day. Aside from snow not being on the ground, but it feels like it. So, let's go do a tour. coffee. I haven't had a Timmy's for a couple days, so it's refreshing. Yeah. Everything was nice until that graupel hit. That kind of sounds like a cuss word, doesn't it? Graupel. That graupel. Holy smokes. Chili Willy. Okay. So, this is unimportant, but nobody has asked me this. But just in case you were wondering. Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Okay. If you look at me, you can see it looks like I have one eye open more than the other. I'm going to explain why. I don't know why, I just feel like it. When I was a young kid... Yep, hang on. I just gotta show the horse and buggy. That looked like a brand new buggy. It's quiet too. I wonder if he's got rubber wheels. I can't call them tires. Because normally they're wood with a steel outer ring. That one didn't make any noise at all, so I'm wondering if it's got rubber on it. But anyway, back to my story as I start shivering. I was young, probably 3, 4, maybe 5 years old. My aunt brought my brother and I home, these big plastic cars, and the neighbor across the street from us, like, we lived on a hill, and he had a really steep driveway, so we used to run our toys up and down there all the time. And of course, when we got older, riding our bikes up and down there all the time, he didn't seem to mind. He'd come up and give us candy every once in a while. So anyways, we were running our cars down this hill, and I don't remember a lot about it, but I do remember that I was chasing it down the hill, and our neighbor friends, which were not always friendly, one of them tripped me, and I landed on my face, did a nice face plant, and I got a whole bunch of stitches across the top of my eye here. That's what started it. Holy cow. So then, later on in life, I got into my double-digit years, and a friend and I were playing down at the river with slingshots. You can see where this is going. Stop shivering. Holy smokes, I'm taking the camera all over the place here. And, well, you probably already guessed it. I got shot by a rock, the exact same place, and I didn't get stitches that time. I should have. I lost a lot of blood with that. This is a really, really tender area, just above your eye, right at your eyebrow level. It's just skin and bone. So if you get hit by anything there, it basically, whatever hits you pushes against the bone and just kind of splits the skin. So it's really not a nice place to get injured, and it bleeds really good. So that particular event was not all that enjoyable for either of the two of us. It was it was quite an emotional time. But it healed up. Yeah, like I say, I should have got stitches, but I never did. Unfortunately. Well, it doesn't affect my eyesight. It's just an appearance thing. It just doesn't open all the way anymore. Which is fine, but I gotta set the camera down so I'm not shaking the picture all over the place here. Hopefully that's okay. So, doesn't affect my eyesight any. It's still good that way. I got other things that are affecting my eyesight right now. When I was younger, when my eyes were tested, I had 30 plus 20 vision. What the heck is that? So, most people think 20/20 vision is perfect vision. I used to think that too. 20/20 is actually average. What those numbers represent is the second number represents the average, what the average person can see at 20 feet, and the first number is what you can see at 20 feet. So 20/20 vision means you can see at 20 feet what the average person can see at 20 feet. So it's an average. And with me, 30 plus 20 is I can see more than 30 feet at what normal person can see, or sorry, average person can see at 20 feet. So my eyesight was exceptional, and I had I can't remember the term for it. I had high sensitivity, which means I could see in lower light conditions. So that's a good thing, because that is part of the reason why I could see at night when I was out in the trails by myself at night with no lights. So that really made a difference with that. Only issue with it was I was told that my eyes would wear out faster than the average person because they were super sensitive and they were more susceptible to damage and just basically wearing out. So, this is what's happened now. So in 2006, when my fibromyalgia started, fibromyalgia causes vision impairments, I guess you could say. Causes problems with it anyways. So everything just sort of kind of started around that time, so I don't know if it was my illness that caused it or if it was just from wearing out, but I can still see low light. The sensitivity for that is still there, but actually, technically, I can see pretty good at night still. The advantage right now at night is I don't have to focus on anything. I can just, I don't know. Your eyes don't really focus all that well in the dark because there's really nothing to focus on, because all you're really seeing is dark and just kind of shadows, maybe some light areas or something. But I don't need to focus, so, which is a good thing because that's the problem I have now. I can't focus. Even distant things, especially if I'm wearing my glasses for a long time and I'm using my higher magnification part of the lens, and I try to see something distant. Like I can't focus on the garage across the street. I can see the trees, I can see the individual trunks and branches and that across the street there, but I can't, there's no detail to them, I guess you could say. I can see the color, and I can see the green from the leaves. Leaves are coming out on the trees now. Oh, that reminds me. But I couldn't sleep this morning as the sun was coming up. After I looked outside and saw the accumulation, I got a picture of it. And I went back to bed and tried to sleep again. I heard a flicker, so they are here. I haven't seen one yet. And if you don't know what flicker is, I'll throw a picture of it up on the screen. Actually, I won't throw it. I'll just place it nicely right here. That's a flicker. Beautiful birds. When I was a kid, I didn't know what they're called. I just called them anteaters because that's what they eat. They eat ants. I imagine other insects too, but mainly ants. So, as far as my eyesight goes, the two injuries that I had, the only, well, I guess technically I had three, but I'll get to that. The only issue as far as sight goes is wearing a patch over my eye for a while. And that brings me to injury number 3. When I was living in the trailer beside the field, I was burning some garbage in the barrel, my friend's barrel, and it wasn't really a nice day. It was pretty windy, gusty wind, and it's smoke coming out. Everything was contained inside. There was no open burn or anything, nothing to blow around. But the wind started picking up, and air started swirling inside the can, and all these ashes started coming out at me. So I turned around, anyway, for the wind to stop. Well, what happens when you face your back to the wind? It swirls around in front of you. So I had all these ashes flying in my face. And I got one in my eye and burnt my eyeball. So, yeah. So, wearing an eye patch again. The second time. So I actually had two problems. I burnt my eye, and the ash was stuck. I had to go to the hospital and get everything done, but there was a piece of ash still in my eye, so I scratched my eyeball at the same time. So if you're gonna do it right, right? So, and it wasn't that particular time. There was another time after that I was wearing a patch again. I don't remember. I was on my ES 950, I think. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was. I don't remember. I kind of remember being on the scooter, but I may have just been pushing a cart. I don't remember. But I think that was the last time I wore a patch. It was when I burnt my eye. I don't remember. But anyways, I was walking through Walmart. And you go past an aisle, you just kind of, automatically look down the aisle. So I'm going past this aisle, and I look. There was a lady. Okay, she had a cart, and she was kind of had her back to the cart, reaching for something on the shelf. If you can picture how that looks. And in the cart was this little kid. And as I'm going by, I looked, and immediately, as soon as that kid saw me, he goes, "Pirate!" And that lady looks over at me, and she was so embarrassed, but I just laughed. That made my day. And it was so quick. It's like instant. As soon as he saw the patch, instant. Pirate! I love telling that story. It made my day. It was so funny. I look like a pirate and I smell like one too. So I guess that's really all I got for today. I just kind of wanted to explain the story of why my eyes look different. Like I say, nobody's asked. I just never really talked about it, so I figured I'd explain it. That graupel is back. And I know I've explained this before, but if you don't know what graupel is, it is kind of in between snow and hail. It's not ice and it's not snow. It's like little styrofoam balls. I'm in a weird mood today. I don't know why. I didn't want to go out. I had to go shopping. Zach wanted me to go out. Holy smoke. It's coming down harder now. I'm glad I got back when I did. Because if I was still out in that, I don't have my neck protector on. I'd have that stuff going down my neck. Yeah, it's pretty cold. Oh, Zach hasn't got his test yet. I'm not sure when his appointment is, but he just didn't want to take a chance going out, so he wanted me to go shopping for him, and then, well, everybody else wanted me to go shopping once I found out I was going out, so I figured, okay, I'll go do some shopping. That accumulates pretty quickly, doesn't it? That's crazy. But like I say, it won't last long. The maximum will be like until tomorrow. Because after tomorrow the temperature's going to be warming up again anyway. And then this will all go bye-bye. It's kind of interesting to see what this looks like on the radar. Maybe I'll take a look. Because I looked at the radar before I come out, it just kind of looked weird. It was just like a big, blob of snow, I guess you could say. Now it looks like the sun's trying to come out. So I'm going to turn my data on here. Okay, hit the radar. And see what comes up. See how this looks. Yeah, the sun's coming out. Well, it's definitely coming from the lake. It doesn't really look any different than it did. Oop, there's a quick notice. It doesn't look any different than it did. The notice is up there. No, I guess it looks a little bit different than it did before I come out. But it's just kinda, it covers more of an area now, I guess. I'm getting all kinds of notices here. That's the problem when I turn my data on. Everything just suddenly shows up at once. Okay, I'm kinda chilled now. Holy smokes. I got frozen food for Zach, so there's no rush taking that in. It's not gonna thaw out here right now. So, I guess that's it. Hey, go and get warm. And thanks for watching. Hopefully I get some sunny days coming up next. Have some more fun with the monster. Not just shopping trips.